Please leave a message after the.
Let me start by saying I'm not even gonna pretend. I know when celebrities die, everyone jumps on the bandwagon, especially musicians. Everyone jumps on the bandwagon. Oh, we found this new guy. The same thing happened last year. We spoke about XXX Tenacion and the other guy. I can't remember as well. There was 2 murders last year. So I never knew anything about Nipsey Hussle, and I'll tell you why. Simon knows I'm kind of a hip hop snob. I don't really listen to hip hop past a certain age. His name, just hearing Nipsey Hussle, I thought he was another mumble rapper. Now that I know that he was a more serious rapper, he was apparently the real Tupac, putting money back in the community, talking a lot of sense, doing a lot of good, putting money back in the actual community. Hearing all that, it's like, wow, man, it's crazy. From what I know now, it's a sad state of affairs, and he seemed like a genuinely really cool guy and a decent artist. Still haven't listened to his music, so I can't say how I feel about him as a musical artist personally, but he seemed like an interesting guy. There's a deeper conversation I want to have about him dying, where he did specifically. But all I can say now is RIP. Didn't know him personally, so I don't really want to jump on the bandwagon too much. But from what I know now, seemed like an interesting guy. It's a shame. So what do you guys think? Do you guys know Nipsey Hussle, and what do you think of the situation?
Yeah, well, I knew of Nipsey Hussle. I didn't listen to him, but I knew of him, and he did a few songs with like some mainstream people. Not my flavor, but in terms of his murder, it's a tricky one, because with these kind of things, people just take away from it by doing all the virtue signaling and all that kind of thing. And
sure,
it goes without saying that that's going to happen. But it's always
already happening. He's a legend. He's the next Tupac. He was speaking. He was prophesizing his own death. There's a lot of
all that kind of stuff.
All the conspiracy stuff's out there. He was making a documentary.
He was so
That's
good.
why he died.
Yeah, why did it happen?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't make sense. It's frustrating when it happens. But nonetheless, him as a guy, all the things that he was apparently doing, it is sad in a sense compared to no offense to some of the guys that we did hear about last year. That passed, was it? I can't remember which. What's it?
XXX
Tenacion.
I can't pronounce his damn name, man. Sorry.
It's
calling
okay.
Triple X.
There we go.
I can only hear Simon making a joke and about it.
Yeah, I was about to say, was that like the chocolate vanilla ice cream hairdo guy?
No, that's the other one.
That's what's his name again? Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah. He's just in prison. He's not dead yet.
No. That's the period haircut guy. The guy that got shot. Half of his hair was blonde. The other half was like brown. So chocolate vanilla.
No.
More Childish Gambino did that music video where he melts like ice cream, hot like summer. The animated one.
I know the video you're talking about. I still don't know the artist you're talking about.
The dude that got shot that had 2 colors of hair.
I still don't know him.
Well,
you're more in this culture than I am. Okay. So I have no idea.
That's the Triple X guy.
Oh, okay. Cool. So okay.
Well, I'm glad you did so much prep for the podcast. That's really good. It's like
I already said I don't follow hip hop past a certain year. I said that. You're
like a dad who lost his kids at the fucking
that's
city fair.
That's a terrible.
I told you before, I don't use technology. I don't use this Apple stuff. Why did you leave the kids with me?
So when you said lost his kids, I went a different way. When you said lost, I thought, am I the Punisher? No, okay. I follow you now.
No. Well, here's the thing. This is what cracks me up about rappers. You have like golden underwear.
What cracks you up about death? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, exactly.
What cracks you up about death with rappers?
You have golden underwear. You have diamond toothbrushes, but you can't buy a bulletproof vest and invest in some security and maybe a bulletproof car. It's like
this is the conversation I want to have. This is the conversation I want to have, because here's the thing, with hip hop culture. Oh no, I jumped in there.
But we always talk about this off mic. Like,
go on.
Tupac and Biggie, all that money, got shot in a car. That was the cheapest windows you can probably buy on the market.
And Biggie died the exact same way.
Yeah, exactly. No bulletproof windows, no bulletproof car, no bulletproof vest. Had a big ass diamond chain though. I'm like, invest in your security. Every second song is like, I'm gonna die. I'm ready to die. They're gonna shoot me. I'm like,
well, that's the thing. They have to follow up. They try so hard to sort of portray that gangster image that I'm fearless. Nobody can touch me.
That's what I was about to say.
So
it's not hood if you're wearing a bulletproof vest.
exactly. They see you when
Walking around.
well it is. So if they do it at like a concert,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh man, he's ready for anything, man. This guy's so cool. But if he's like doing day-to-day stuff, like, going to his shop, like this guy, then people would look down at him and like, man, this guy's a pussy.
All right, let's
But Jay-Z did that in a music video. The Streets is Watching.
Yeah.
That's the one where we had the bulletproof vest on.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker's alive. So there's a successful formula right there.
Well, let's get very specific before people that, you guys don't know what happened. Listen, he had a clothing store out there in his own town. He was out there, and the guy who killed him was like a regular. And apparently he kind of just like, don't hang around the just go get the fuck out of here. The guy came back. Like, this is some guy that's always around. The guy just came back and shot him very quickly. It wasn't even like it wasn't even expected. It was just a quick shooting.
I know, but you need to hire those XGI bodyguards that jump in front of the bullets. That's
GI.
like that's the secret. You hire a guy who's not your cousin. You don't pay him $100,000 to look after your Nintendo Switch whilst you're doing something. You actually hire professional security guards.
Well, that's another.
Well, apparently he had one, and he apparently the security guard retired.
But he wasn't. He wasn't like
2 days later.
Now, to be fair, the report did say that 2 other people got shot too.
Yeah.
But at
And
the
they
same
survived, unfortunately. Well.
Man, you went wrong.
Hold on.
We know what you're saying.
Unfortunately, he was the only one that died. Let me finish.
That doesn't sound better.
Because they were aiming at him. The other 2 guys just got shot by accident.
No, unfortunately, that all 3 of them didn't survive. Jesus Christ, you guys are just jumping on me.
Pick your words, man.
I'm saying hire one guy that jumps in front of the bullets and hire another guy that shoots back.
Real life isn't the Matrix. It doesn't work like that.
I didn't say stop the bullets. I'm like, jump in front of him. I don't expect them to like stop the
It
bullet.
wouldn't happen. And anyway, the guy wasn't in that culture anymore. He left that life a long time ago.
Did he though?
He was in the Crips, or he was in the Crips when he was younger, but he wasn't doing that shit. He was way behind him.
I know, man, but to quote
way behind him.
Childish Gambino again, this is America. Anybody can buy a gun next to what I mean, used to be next to a Toys R Us, but now Toys R Us is out of business. So probably you can buy a gun at the store that used to be Toys R Us. So whenever you get pissed off or you have a bad day, 5 minutes later, you can come back and shoot everybody in the building, and that's exactly what happened. So you need to factor that into your everyday life.
I honestly think he got killed by surprise, and I think if you had the vest, he would have just wore it, and then the guy would have killed him in the head. This was a guy that was going to kill him.
He did get shot in the head as well, actually.
Yeah, he was dead.
Damn,
he was going to die. So here's the conversation a lot of people are having now, because people are looking back on this like, you know what? Funny conversation heard on the Breakfast Club, heard on Whole 97. People are like, this guy went out of his way. He's one of the rare rappers that went out of his way to bring his money back home. He bought the block, the whole block where he was. He bought the store. He was investing heavily in his city. And then people are like, you know what? A lot of these rappers, they make it and they leave. And then everyone's like in your city, where you gone? Where you gone? Perfect example. Kanye West, one of the richest rappers in the whole game. Chicago, Chi-Town. The motherfucker don't live in Chi-Town. People are, where's Kanye? We're getting murdered here. Chirac came out. Why wasn't he on the soundtrack? Why wasn't he helping Spike Lee? You know, constant people that have made it. A lot of hip hoppers go, they leave. But if you look statistically, and this isn't just in hip hop, a lot of people that make it in business, when they come back home, the people that end up undoing them is their own peoples. People from locally, they come and kill you. This has happened so many times in hip hop as well. And I'm not talking about, this guy's pretty high level, to be honest. He put more money than a lot of other rappers do.
Sure.
But when people like, you know, Nas, for example, he made it. Then they come back and like, they do music videos on the block. They always do that. Oh yeah, this is where I was from.
Oh yeah.
You know, Queensbridge, but they're never really fucking there. But then some people that have come there, they've been attacked, they've been stabbed. And then now everyone's like, this is why the people that undo you the most when you make it are the people that are closest to you. The people that say they love you and it's, you know, Queensbridge and whatever postcode, area code they're shouting, you know, Detroit, Eminem, all that shit. You go there, they're trying to fucking kill you. You come back, we're going to kill you. Jealousy, envy. So people are like, you know what? If anything, this is reinforcing that shit. You know what? When you make it, get the fuck out of Dodge. Because the jealousy, the hate. And this guy was doing so much for his city that people just like, the city stabbed him in the back. more than anything. And if anything, this just detracts people, especially rappers. Like, you know what? This is why I feel justified not coming back to Chi-Town because of this money. You see what I'm saying? Now people are like, you know what? This guy put so much into the city, and for him to die, that's what stings the most. He went out of his way to be like, I'm putting everything into my city, and he died right outside his own store. Apparently, his kids was there as well. If I was just out in the hills making my money, I'd probably still be alive. Come home, try to do something for my city, dead. It's fucked up, man. And the same goes for anyone. And this isn't just about rappers. You can say that about your family, your friends. When you make it, people that do you wrong are more than likely the ones that are closer to you. And it's a sad reality, especially but in the hip hop game. This happens a lot. So it's a conversation a lot of people are having now. I thought it was interesting. So
it is interesting and it is sad. But I'm just curious now. I just want to clarify this in terms of the guy that who they've like arrested.
Yeah,
you said he was a regular at the store. Is he a gangbanger?
I mean, a regular is a hangabout. Someone that's always in the area. Someone's like I don't mean like a regular customer. Someone that's
just someone that's around.
Yeah, it could have been a troublemaker he's always seen, but this guy was local. This is
because I heard that they had an argument or something beforehand.
Yeah, they did, and he told him to get the fuck off my property.
Right.
He was like, "What the fuck you doing?" Whether he's doing drugs, was like this guy, and the guy felt disrespected.
Okay,
so he came back and killed him.
Yeah, people die over nothing every day.
Of course, they do,
especially in America.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, but. It's not like the whole city got together and lynched him. I mean,
know
it's just one guy. You can't really can't blame the city for it. But
it's true. But people, they feel the sting of it though because he was. You heard that. Sorry, I know I've been cutting a lot. I'll just say it's our spot. You heard the most ironic thing was the next day he was going to talk to the police commissioner about the violent crime and he died.
I'm surprised he didn't play the conspiracy music on this because. It's always like, this is my problem with it, that it's always the good ones, like people who are smart, forward thinking, invest in the community. Some dumb dipshit mumble rapper, guy looks like he need to take his lunch money, skinny ass motherfucker making too much money off of shit music, spends it nothing but himself.
Soldier Boy, Excess Tentacion.
Whatever,
No, come on.
But he's gone around back to his hood saying, "Come and get me, motherfucker."
Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm like, they're still alive. It's always,
exactly.
We need an alchemy machine where we can send people
equivalent exchange from Alchemist anime.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's get R. Kelly and just Jussie Smollett. Just put them all in the alchemy circle and let's get people back. Let's get Nipsey back.
You know his name now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like let's get every red state and get Michael back in exchange. It's like it's like if we have enough, we can get Whitney with it. Just put her in rehab a little bit.
I thought he was gonna say exchange Bobby for.
Oh yeah, but we can send Bobby there. Hey, maybe she'll come back clean. So it's like therapy for Bobby. That's the ones that for you. Yeah. Well, he wants to be in Ghostbusters, and he was in Ghostbusters, so now can be a ghost in the next one. Yeah,
jeez, I forgot about that.
Everybody did.
You guys got any fun? Sorry, I kind of did that. I had a lot to get off my chest on that one, but have you guys got any?
I just think, man, it's a vicious circle, and things like this are always gonna happen because that particular area, that community is broken, like that particular community, especially and. The people who make it to that level of status through music make it to that level of status for a reason. Yeah. Because of their past and stuff like that. And because of the circles that they mix in. So they're always going to be in danger. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting involved with your community from a distance. Like,
and most do.
Skype, motherfucker.
Well, you got phones, you got WhatsApp voice, video call. Like, seriously.
And that's what the community is saying now. That's what the whole community is saying. Like, Kanye's like, I don't. Kanye came out because they got a lot of criticism of Kanye right now. Kanye said, you know how much I donate to, and he did. He's donated a lot of money, but just from afar. And people, the city will be like, it's easy to donate money. You're making millions. Why don't you come down here and through the that's what they want. I know it's dumb. That's what they want. They want to see you.
It's a lose-lose situation.
It is.
It's a lose because if you're not giving enough, then if you're giving, then you're not making an appearance. If you're not making an appearance, you're not giving enough.
Yeah.
If you're doing both, you get shot.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what can they really do?
So once
I'm
again,
yet to see an artist that's getting it right. That's
Yeah.
actually doing, you know, to be honest, no, there are, I tell you the artists that get it right. The ones that are stinking rich and just go under the radar. Someone like Jay-Z, for example.
Oh, just like
You know?
yeah.
But he's an example. You know, he's
title.
from the bottom, but every year you're
doing the
like,
drink now. Started from the bottom. Now I'm here on my own.
You know that guy's gonna come out with like his own version of the Trump Foundation, like the Jay-Z Foundation. It turns out he was been giving money to himself all these years. Because you know Jay-Z's smart like that. He was always the smartest business
Speaking
guy.
of which, Beyonce just came out saying she's got a new partnership with Adidas today.
Of
I
course,
don't know.
yeah. Of
oh,
course
really?
she did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the moral of the story is, if you're a selfish asshole that never goes back home, you'll live.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's it. But you know who doesn't get shot? Barack Obama. Why? Security. Just need to get security, man.
I don't know if I should call this episode "Use PayPal."
Skype.
Nah.
Please leave another message at voiceofmail.com.